What's up, you damn plebeians? You asked for it, Mr. fucking YouTube, baby! And I are here tonight to do the
5K subscriber day spectacular.
Now, we promised it. We've actually been promising it since about 3.5 to 3 3/4K subscribers. We want to do a full vinyl, collectible, video game, and gaming setup tour here at Pleb House. Now, Mr. YouTube, we're going to start with my vinyls. Then we're going to kind of eke over to your section of the house, and we're going to talk about your stuff. We're going to do a figure room, go downstairs, gaming setup, collectibles, games, back room. I mean, we got a ton of stuff to go through. Are you ready to get into this?
You guys strap in for this one because it's going to be spicy.
Now, I know a lot of you were really requesting this. This is one of those videos where it's just like, you start, and then when you finish, it's like 3 in the morning, and you realize, shit, I should have gone to sleep. So I gotta give a monster shout out. I gotta give a what's
5K of you motherfuckers.
All 5K plus of you motherfuckers. But I gotta give a monster shout out to Marcel, who always comes in the streams and says what's good, and has been reminding me that this 5K sub special needs to happen.
All right,
are you ready?
Let's do it.
So what have you got here, Mr. YouTube, that you want to show us?
All right, I'm just gonna start off with the. You know, Ghost of Tsushima's coming out very shortly.
Actually, by the time this video goes up, Ghost of Tsushima will already be out.
So I just want to show you guys this cool collector's edition figure that I got. This, of course, is from Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice. It is one of my all-time favorite figures. A great pose, a phenomenal katana. And this is just looking absolutely beautiful.
The details on the Shinobi prosthetic on that one are really cool.
Really neat, and this is one of the best collector's editions we've ever bought. One of the best price collector's editions for what you got.
What was that, $89.99
Best
for that?
overall values we've ever seen in a collector's edition. So
Yeah.
this is one of my prize figures and one of my favorites.
Was that $90 or $100?
I think it was 90
I think it was $89.99 for that, so that kind of sets a high standard. Well, let's jump into some of the vinyls here, Mr. YouTube. If you don't mind helping me, I'll let you show off this one.
Sure.
This is the Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. This is the original game soundtrack on vinyl. I'm just going to show you guys one of the vinyls because they are both the same. They're on this fantastic purple vinyl. Of course, we have some
incredible jacket.
Badass jacket here. I don't know if you want to just turn it around, show the back off on that, Mr. YouTube. Turn that around for us. Yeah, we do get a picture of one of the creatures there. And yeah, so a nice setup here. And of course, anybody that is a fan of game soundtracks will know that Doom and Mick Gordon have one of the greatest soundtracks in the history of first-person shooters and possibly video games in general. I don't know if we have a lot to show off for this one.
In front and back.
Yeah, but the one cool part about this...
Awesome.
Oh, it comes in a badass red vinyl. All right, Mr. YouTube, let's move on. Now, this one was one we were actually really impressed with.
Yeah.
We did this one together. We unboxed this on the channel not too long ago. This is the Final Fantasy VII vinyl. I'm going to pop your end open there. Final Fantasy VII vinyl. This is that limited edition that comes in the thick boy hard jacket with the really cool vinyl covers and an awesome track list there in the center. So this is a really cool, and we're actually going to go show front and back here in just a second. So this is a really, you're in first. This is a really beautiful vinyl collection. You know what I just realized? Is this is part of the Buster Sword, and there's the material slots for it. How cool is that? It literally took me, what, 3 months now since I've had this to realize that? This is the Hollow Knight vinyl soundtrack. Of course, it comes with a track list in there as well. Little interior here. That's pretty badass. So we got the interior here. We got the front side there. Yeah, we got the back side here. And see if we have some vinyls that are worth showing off. Oh, we do. These have some cool decals on them and some cool artwork on them too. So that is the Hollow Knight vinyl. I mainly buy video game vinyls. That's what I really like. That's what I enjoy. And this is just a singular one, I believe. This is Hollow Knight Gods and Nightmares. Here is your front. Badass AF. I gotta give a shout out to Sarah, our camera girl tonight, doing a banging job helping us show everything off. Sarah, I appreciate you very much. And so we're moving on from that one. Now this here is one of my favorite soundtracks ever. This
One of the
is
best soundtracks in gaming.
This is the soundtrack for The Messenger.
It's an awesome jacket. God, is that cool.
For those of you that don't know The Messenger, what would we describe it as? An 8-bit?
16-bit.
16-bit?
Yeah. It actually crosses both. It uses...
It is
Detailing
absolutely
from both.
phenomenal, with maybe some of the coolest, most banging music I have ever heard in a video game ever. It's just awesome. Absolutely love it. This is from A Silent Voice. This is an anime, and actually, you know, you talk about beautiful music.
Yeah, it's one of the best jackets
How about
that we have.
beautiful cover? Very, very reflective of the actual series itself. The inside is amazing.
And this is neat too because it actually comes with a booklet inside, which is really cool. So you don't
And
get that a lot with a lot of these.
It has
So this
these
is cool.
banging clear blue vinyls. I don't know why you guys can see that. It has really cool clear blue vinyls. Yeah, that booklet was a really, really neat addition. Let me see if this other one's a different color. Nope, it's not as blue. But Sound Voice is a really, really cool piece in the collection. This, I actually didn't open this one yet, so I'm not going to. This is Celeste, the B-Sides. So this is some alternative music from the game Celeste. So I'll let you guys see that. You really can't see too much, but I wanted to at least show it off. Here's another prized piece of my collection. Now I know we have some Monster Hunters in our channel. So what a better thing to show off than the Monster Hunter 15th anniversary vinyl. Now I actually had to import this directly from Japan. This cost me about $100 to $135, I think. This is one of the neatest sounding vinyls. One of the best sounding vinyls I have in my collection. We have monster themes, we have town themes, we have guild themes. We've got all the good stuff there. One of the coolest
Really
pieces.
cool jacket,
15th anniversary artwork, very reminiscent of what we saw. I don't know if it was leaked online or what it was, but this is just freaking awesome, guys. And of course, we have our little track list there. Fantastic. This is a banger, dude. Remember when we were looking at this, trying to figure out what monster is that? Like,
Yep.
dude, I mean, it's cool how Capcom does that. So this is the Celeste Farewell. This is some more music from Celeste. I'm actually going to let you show off front and back of that while I pull up
This
this
is cool.
model. Really cool cover art. Celeste, of course, known for its awesome art style, fantastic gameplay, and just being a wonderful game in general. And of course, we have a really banging clear vinyl, which I really like a lot.
Yeah, Celeste is a phenomenal game. That's
Shout-
one of the best platformers in recent memory.
Shout out to Dr. Flame for hooking us up with that on the channel.
Yep.
One of our longtime patrons and subscribers, and of course, what else would be complete without the Celeste original soundtrack? Actually, another one of my favorite video game soundtracks in general. I love Celeste. This is so cool. Very reminiscent of just kind of that welcoming campfire feeling. I don't know what we have for vinyls in here or not. They might just be, yeah, they're just normal. They're just standard vinyls, so. Really cool stuff. Getting it all, Sarah? Mm-hmm. Awesome.
There's a little bit of light reflection, but I'm getting it.
Now, Mr. YouTube, I think I surprised you with this one.
You did.
This is the Metal Gear Solid vinyl. Check this out. Brah. Green and white splatter. Metal Gear Solid tactical espionage action. And look at what we have here. We have Wolf for Sniper Wolf. We have a praying mantis for Psycho Mantis. And I think there's a raven.
Ocelot on here too. Ocelot's on here.
Ocelot's right here.
And you have the squid.
The squid, and then you also have a raven too.
Oh, neat.
Yeah. So we have some really.
This is, what was the octopus? I can't remember.
Ask your
That's gonna
mom.
bother me now.
Ask your mom about my octopus.
It's gonna bother the shit out of me.
So we have some really, really neat stuff, and a
I can like
fantastic.
visualize them in my head, and I can't.
We have a fantastic frontal cover art to show off as well. Really, really love that. All right, we're moving down the line. I'm actually not sure how much of this one we're going to show because I don't feel like having to censor this video, so we're not going to do that. But I will show you, we have the Silent Hill vinyl here. Really, really cool burn splatter. And I think we might have another one. Yes. Ooh, fancy schmancy.
Back when Konami was making
Konami.
sorry, it was making great games.
Of course, we have the Resident Evil 2 vinyl soundtrack here. Liquor on front. Central Police Station. Everybody knows that statue by now. And of course, be back with the RPD, zombie action. And let's see what the vinyls are. I believe they're just straight black. They're on ink ribbons. Brrrah. Awesome. Man, you guys are really... Now this one right here, this I would say, outside of the Monster Hunter vinyl, this is my prized vinyl possession. You want to pop that
Really
figure out of here
cool.
for a second?
Yep.
This is the full Witcher 3 vinyl soundtrack. They all come on these blood red vinyls,
Man, is that neat.
and there are multiple.
Lots of them.
Yeah, there's
Oh, here's
four.
and there's Hearts and Stone too.
Yep, there's all of them. There's wine,
Blood and
there's Blood and
Wine.
Wine, Hearts of Stone, and then there's the 2 vinyls for the.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah, this is one of the coolest soundtracks I have. This one was a little bit more expensive. I think I paid between $140 and $150 for this. But at the end of the day, I'm really happy that I picked it up because to me, this one was definitely worth it. The music is awesome.
You can get the game for $5, but the music's gonna cost you almost $200.
Show off that bad boy right there, and then we're going to show off the back. That is my vinyl collection. Now, we're going to do a little time jump here, and we're going to show off Mr. fucking YouTube's collection. We'll see you over there. And we're back for more. Mr. YouTube, what do we got here?
All right, so this actually is kind of what got me into Legos. And I hadn't really ever built a lot of Lego sets when I was real young. But I think we started off, this was the first set we ever built.
That's Smog and
Smaug
what is it, the Lonely Mountain or whatever that's called?
And the mountain or something, and the, you know, they got the treasures and all that. So we kind of built that. Then of course we were making a few ATs.
Yes, the AT-AT. I still have to upload your
Walkers.
video for that.
Yeah. So those are really neat. This actually came out really well done with the details.
Yeah,
And we built a few other smaller, different Lego sets.
Hey, just show
Before I-
off this fish quick. You know, every once in a while, Neil will catch something impressive, but you know that's not why we're here, Mr. YouTube. We gotta have this gaming tour. Show us
Yeah.
where you game
it's
from.
Very once in a while when Neil catches something impressive.
Mr. YouTube, show us what you game from here. Give me your typical day. Now, you just got home.
I game from this couch that I paid exactly $0 for. It's an awesome find. Pulled it out of a cousin's house, and we put it to really good use.
Actually, if you could, let's just break it down quick. What would you value this couch at? I mean, honestly, you know.
A couple $100. Works great. I game on this luscious 65-inch TV. That's why it's very hard for me not to be gaming up here because we've got this bad boy. And of course, we have a nice setup here. We've got the PS4, the mother of all consoles.
What kind of PS4?
That's a PS4 Pro. We got the Xbox One before I knew better.
Also known as the Netflix box?
The Netflix box. And we also have the mini Super Nintendo system,
Retro console.
a retro console, which is actually really cool, and I do recommend those. So I'll just show you a few of the games that I have here. When I get them on disc, I do sell them back.
Wait, Mr. YouTube, is that a movie I see there?
Yeah.
What movie is that?
50 Shades Darker. So we bought a copy of this, you know, for fun
Research.
research, and I came with Blu-ray and DVD, so you know, highly recommended, guys, for research purposes. Anyway, I've got The Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus. Phenomenal game. I actually found this on disc, so I picked that up. And then Doom Eternal, best first-person shooter on the market. Valfaris, which is a very good 16-bit retro, tough as nails platformer, platform shooting game. And then, of course, my current obsession, Maneater. Thank you, Sarah, for an awesome birthday gift. And a few other games that
Great
I have over
girlfriend.
here.
Great girlfriend.
Yep. I'll show you here. I got a nice little system here for all my games. We've got Rage 2, Bloodstained Ritual of the Night, Shadow of the Tomb Raider, Horizon Zero Dawn, Shadow of the Colossus.
Steelbooks, mind you.
Yep. Spider-Man, Monster Hunter World, of course, Uncharted 4, Uncharted Collection, Tetris Effect, Red Dead Redemption 2, Bloodborne, The Kingdom Hearts HD 2.8, No Man's Sky, Dark Souls Remastered, Madden 15, and Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, of course, on Steelbook. And we're going to be adding to that, of course, as we move forward. And then there's a few older games down here from Xbox. There's even a few 3DS games, which are all Monster Hunter, which is kind of cool. And then we also have a few Blu-rays in there too, which Mad Max, Birdman, and Roger Waters' The Wall, which is a live performance and rendition of Pink Floyd's The Wall, which is really cool. And then of course we have the second screen up here. A lot of times I'll be gaming and I'll throw on football on the second screen, you know, because we want to keep tabs on, you know, watching the Vikings or the Cowboys lose. So it's always a good pastime. So I'll show you guys the figures we got up here. We've got a lot of Star Wars things. We got the Millennium Falcon up in the corner on the far right.
You have a Gundam Nightingale RE100
Yep.
next to it.
Gundam. We've got Yoda, which is the best value in Legos, ladies and gentlemen. That Yoda figure is a 1,000 or 1,400 piece figure
They have lights.
set, and it was $100. That is the best value in Legos. Star Wars Lego sets. Phenomenal build. I loved it, and I love the way it looks up there. We got the TIE Fighter, and then we have...
Tsune Miku, Love is War, the DX version.
And I cannot for the life of me remember what this freaking
Kylo Ren's
Ren TIE Fighter. That's right, Kylo Ren. You know, I forget when it's not one from the first 6 movies, I forget it. Okay, so let's move on to this collection. Now, this is a really nice setup. We've got the vinyl player here, and we have it sitting on a nice little stand, which is really cool.
What's the brand on that? That's a Crosley, right?
This is those Crosley turntables. My brother got this for me for Christmas. And if you guys don't have one of these, you're looking at getting a record player and you just want something simple, this is a self-contained unit, and it's really neat.
Awesome value for 40 bucks.
For 40 bucks, it works like $1 million. And they even had a cool Star Wars themed one that I saw at a place that was really neat. So let's take a look at a lot of these different vinyls here.
You got one around the side.
Yep, the one on the side here I actually haven't opened yet, but it's the Dirty Martinis. This is a local band from our area, which these guys actually come in our store and support our business. And we actually bought their CD and their vinyl from them, which is really cool. Actually, really, really good. Highly impressive. So a couple other vinyls that I have. I do have the Nirvana vinyl here. This is, I like this vinyl for 2 reasons. Number one, I love when vinyls include literature, history, or biography, or something about the band, especially when it's a band that's, you know, no longer performing for obvious reasons. So that was really great, and I love the track selection on this. You Know You're Right, About a Girl, Smells Like Teen Spirit. It's just like, you know, the who's who of Nirvana, and it's just like probably one of the best albums I have. This is another album I listen to a lot, Bob Dylan's Greatest Hits. Just a phenomenal album. I love to listen to this while I'm building Legos. Of course, a couple different albums I have from The Doors, LA Woman, one of my favorite songs by them. This also has Riders on the Storm on it, 2 really great songs. And I think, yep, Lover Madly's on this one as well. Well, I have my copy of the
Metal Gear Solid.
Metal Gear Solid vinyl. An unfortunate disappointment in my collection. I'm going to have to tell you guys about a disappointment that I have in my collection. Not because of the band, but because of the quality of the vinyl itself. I'm actually a huge Green Day fan, believe it or not. Especially their early stuff.
I was going to say, are you an early Green Day fan or a late Green Day fan?
I'm an early Green Day fan. I'd say everything before American Idiot. I do like some of the stuff on American Idiot, but everything before it I really like. So I was excited to get this. This is Green Day Dookie. I believe their first album, first or second. Got really great songs on it. Basket Case, of course, Welcome to Paradise, When I Come Around. So this is a great album. It's just for whatever reason the quality is so soft. And I don't know if we just happen to get a poorly pressed one or what the problem is, but even when I crank up the volume, I can hardly hear the damn thing. It feels muted. And that's very disappointing because it's the only vinyl that I have that's like that. So that's too bad.
Did you buy that used or new?
No, I bought it new. So
could have been a bad press.
This is probably one of my favorite albums right here. Pearl Jam 10. So You guys know, for whatever reason, I'm a huge Nirvana and Pearl Jam fan. Two of my all-time favorite bands. This has Even Flow, Alive, Black, Jeremy, and my favorite ever Pearl Jam song, Release. It's my all-time favorite song by them.
Play better, man!
It's on this album, and this is probably one of the best rock albums of all time.
Oh, that's mine.
Oh, this is Neo's.
That is the original Resident Evil soundtrack. I have 1, 2, and 3.
Yep, so that's the missing one from Neo's collection.
I'll take that, actually.
This actually is the
buddy.
album that Neo bought me to.
The first vinyl I ever bought you.
Yep, this is the first vinyl I ever got. This was from Neo, and he gave it to me with this turntable for Christmas. This is the MTV Unplugged of Nirvana.
The live performance.
The live performances from when MTV, I think they did the Unplugged series on TV or whatever. And this is so excellent. You know, it was more of like an acoustic version of a lot of these songs, like a little bit quieter. And again, About a Girl, Come As You Are, Jesus Doesn't Want Me for a Sunbeam, The Man Who Sold the World, Pennyroyal Tea. It's just, again, down the line, every song is great. All Apologies, one of my favorites. So I can just listen to those albums all day. The Doors, of course, Break On Through, Light My Fire, The End. I mean, come on guys, some of the all-time greatest music. The music of Red Dead Redemption 2, one of my favorite games, and I love this soundtrack. Justin, Neo and I differ in our love for this soundtrack, but I do enjoy it very
I
much.
actually wasn't a huge fan of it, but when you told me you enjoyed it, I'm like, well, cool, you can have it.
I actually have some movie soundtracks as well. True Romance.
That was the second one I got you for Christmas.
This is a great soundtrack. You're So Cool is an awesome song in this. It's got a really neat beat to it if you guys aren't familiar with it. If you haven't seen this movie, okay, this is a #1 recommended movie. It's one of the best movies ever made.
You know why, right?
Quentin Tarantino wrote the screenplay. That's why. Of course, Queen, Greatest Hits. I don't know if I need to say more about this. Bohemian Rhapsody, Another One Bites the Dust, Fat Bottom Girls, Crazy Little Thing Called Love. I mean, Bicycle Race, We Are the Champions. It's Queen. And one more awesome vinyl in here I'm going to show off. From, again, probably one of my favorite directors of all time comes Pulp Fiction. This is a top 5 movie all time for me. I can watch it over and over. I can watch it anytime, with anyone, anywhere, any place. And I absolutely love it. It is a phenomenal soundtrack, and it is loaded on this vinyl. So, yeah, that's what we got in here. Awesome, awesome collection of vinyls. And I'll tell you what, you guys, they sound great on those Crosley turntables. I got to give those things a huge, huge credit. You know, unless you're looking to really, you know, create a legitimate sound space or something like that. You know, if you just want something nice and easy to fill a little bit of space and not overpower a house or something, they work awesome, and you can play really cool vinyls on them. So, getting into vinyl is one of the coolest things we've ever done. It's really been a fun hobby. It's obviously been tampered a bit here lately by the whole pandemic and everything, because all the record stores and stuff have shut down around us, so we haven't had a big chance to be able to get out and look through the actual, you know, look through the record stores. And it is easy to buy them online and stuff like that, but there's something really cool about going to the record store. Something I really enjoy doing. So
Mr. YouTube, ready to take it into the minifigure room and brave the maze of mess that's in there to show us some figures?
let's do it.
All right, come on, let's do a time jump. We'll see you over there.